Boxing doctor in the house. Interesting fight is coming up. This is the British rivals. Chris Eubank Jr. is
versus Conor Benn.
Conor Benn, October 8th at the O2 Arena in London.
I mean, this is going to be a super exciting fight because of the drama that's between. You're talking about two guys whose fathers actually fought, which is Eubank Sr. versus Nigel Benn. And they had two really, really tough battles as fathers because, those fights ended up with both guys going to the hospital. Some of them actually peed blood at one point, which shows you the intensity behind it. And Conor is coming out of this particular instance of this fight because of his power, his rawness, his aggression, his ability to fight on the inside, and the attitude, that youngster attitude to go against a senior guy such as Eubank Jr., who is bigger than him in size, because Conor is
absolutely
5'8", he's a welterweight, could be a middleweight, but he does carry a packful punch.
Yes. And the only loss that Chris Eubank has is against George Grooves. Am I right?
You also have Billy Joe Saunders. Chris Eubank Jr. actually lost to Billy Joe Saunders.
Yes, you're right.
On
You're
a
right.
close fight
Yes, that's right.
Which was a really good fight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you think he should have those rematches if he passes
Conor Benn? I think Chris Eubank Jr. is the type of guy that wants to rectify anything to keep his legacy in a higher echelon with the greats of the greats. So it does make sense for him to actually have a rematch with Billy Joe. Billy Joe hasn't been active for a while, so it'd be good timing for him. But now he really needs to focus on Conor Benn, because that man, if he hits you to the temple or to the jawline, you're going to go night-night.
Well, Billy Joe Sanders right now is not in a good state right now. His recent pictures that I've seen, he blown up. Overweight.
Yeah.
So we can just put
that to rest.
Okay. But in boxing, you can have losses, but what can you do as a fighter? How can you come back? Yeah, come back. Because the thing is,
you need a dramatic win. You need to feel that confidence again. That's why they always have tune-up fights before the major fights. So Chris is saying, and I saw this in an interview between them, and it was quite intense. He was saying to Conor Benn, I only need 60% of my fitness and well-being to actually beat you. That's how confident he really is. And Conor in particular is listen, Mike, this is not what you think. This is not what's going to happen. And, you have both fighters looking at each other like this is not just about size versus power. This is all about legacies of their fathers and the continuation of the generation. So they're taking this fight quite seriously, and I feel like there's going to be sparks and stars once they go against each other on October the 8th.
Your words, I have to say, it's exactly what is about to happen. This is going to be a great fight, entertaining fight, and I think the style is these guys are going to come for war. They're going to come for blood.
I think they're going to come for blood. I think Chris at the beginning is going to get a feel of Conor's style of aggression, and then he's going to set up and he's going to adjust and attack him. And if Conor can fight Chris on the inside and hurt him to the temple as well as to those ribs, then he could have a chance.
Eubank has a good footwork. He moves around.
Great combination.
Yes, great combination.
Skills. Yeah,
now Ben, on the other hand,
has raw power.
But then again, Ben is, he's a smaller guy.
Yeah. So
and this fight will actually show us what Ben is all about.
Yeah.
Can
he actually hurt Chris?
Yeah. Because as professional level, this fight is putting him in the to the edge right there with the big boys.
Because he's jumping up in weight for this fight.
Yes.
He's coming to the territory of Chris Eubank.
But he was supposed to fight. Amir Khan or...
Amir retired.
Yeah, Amir retired.
Post Kell Brook.
Kell Brook, yes. Sorry. There was talks about Amir Khan, but that didn't go through. But Kell Brook, they were really pushing Kell Brook. But,
I think Kell at this point in his life, Amir already retired.
Yes.
Kell Brook right now, considering what he put up with and how he fought against Terence Crawford and Amir Khan, he's at a state in his life where he could just walk away and retire and be a respectful fighter. So, to put Conor Benn against a man who is past his prime.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because I'm a fan of Kel as well as Amir, and I like what I see in Conor Benn. I want to see Conor versus someone who's the upcoming, who is still in their prime, who can put up a really, really good fight. And against Eubank, that's a stretch because that's jumping in weight, and Chris is not going to go down in weight because that means he's going to lose an arm or a leg. But if he were to beat Chris, then you really have to respect him as a substantial middleweight that can actually make some noise in the division.
Yeah. Can't wait to watch this. This is October the 2nd in London. October the 8th. O2 Arena in London. Sir. This is gonna be amazing. And the thing with boxing in the UK, me being from Canada, and Las Vegas is a place for boxing. But there's no place like boxing when it comes to the UK. The boxing fans are just amazing. In the UK, oh my God.
I mean, they're diehard.
They really Queensbury boxing rules came from
Queensbury, Morecambe, Manchester,
UK.
London.
Oh my God, yeah, it's another level.
I mean, East, North, South London. I mean,
and the thing about boxing fans in the UK, when a fighter loses, they don't discredit the fighter.
No,
they appreciate him.
They appreciate him, and they feel it. That's one of our own. That's how they look at it.
Yeah, and the thing about American fans, they actually disrespect their own fighter. Mayweather has bigger fan base around the world than within the U.S. U.S. they hate Mayweather for what he's accomplished.
I mean, Mayweather is an example, I guess. I mean, I never really knew that. But I'll give you another really good example who, to me, is one of the greatest heavyweights to ever fight. Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
Till this very day, nobody appreciates Evander Holyfield of who he was as a fighter. Yeah. And he was one of the greats to ever live in the division of the heavyweight. He put up with Lennox Lewis, even though he lost both fights in my opinion, but he still had a grenade chin. He beat Riddick Bowe. He beat Mike Tyson twice. Yeah. And then for people to not recognize his greatness, for people to forget about him and focus on
let me say something, if you don't mind. Like, the thing is about boxing is, as big as Mike Tyson is, you can go anywhere in the world and you say Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, people know. It's because these two characters in boxing, they bring charisma, they bring character. And you see, let me tell you something. Today's boxing especially, you can't sell tickets just being a fighter. So in boxing... No,
you have to have a story. You have to have character.
Yeah.
But Ali and Tyson, I don't mean to interject, if I may interject. Ali and Tyson are two different characters. Tyson was the villain, and that's what captured people's attention. He was a dynamic nuclear bomb ready to destroy anything that was in front of him. And human nature, we like to watch fights. Ali, on the other hand, was a classic entertainer. Yeah. That was the difference in between. People feared Mike Tyson, but they loved Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. And I think, like, today's boxing is quite different than, past times, how boxing was. But then again, boxing is progressing, and it's kind of like is coming up. And there's at times people say boxing is dead. What's his name from PBC Premier Boxing? The owner. What's his name? Are
we talking about Bob Arum in particular?
No, Bob Arum's top ranks.
Okay.
What's his name?
American, British? Where's
American guy.
Don King?
No, that's Don King production. I'm talking about PBC Premier Boxing. Al Heyman, yeah.
Al Heyman,
yes.
Right.
Al Heyman has done so much for the sport of boxing, and this one man people don't speak about, because what he has done is, he started PBC, and he was putting free boxing. Amir Khan, he fought on television for free, an American cable network. Danny Garcia, Wilder, he is who he is because of PBC.
Definitely.
Danny Garcia is who he is because of PBC.
Because Al Heyman made sure that Deontay Wilder
Adrian Broner, even though when he lost his credibility, he fought with PBC, and he helped guys like Amir Khan because they have a backing. And this is the thing, why am I mentioning this, is because boxing fans, they appreciate fighters in the UK. So you got like Derek Chisora. If Derek Chisora was in America, he would never be famous.
They would never appreciate.
Yeah, they would not appreciate him, and that's why Derek Chisora is so beloved in the UK, and they appreciate him even if he loses.
They still sing his anthem.
They sing his anthem, and that motivates a fighter to come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Derek loves the people, and the people love him.
Yeah.
And again, we said it. British culture and the British population, they love their own. They appreciate their own. And Lennox Lewis has a Canadian passport, born in Jamaica, and also has a British passport.
Yeah.
But when he comes and plays chess in England, everybody comes to say hi and watch. Because they actually love Lennox. And it's such a crime that he's not appreciated worldwide as one of the greats to ever be.
I love Lennox.
Lennox is just...
Actually, I had the opportunity to meet Lennox 2019 in Jeddah. It was an amazing...
What a gentleman.
Yeah, what a gentleman,
What a gentleman, you gotta say.
Yeah.
And this is the funniest part of all. He's 6'5", 243 pounds, and he is one of the most skillful human beings.
Yeah.
To ever get into a ring.
And he's doing a lot for Canadian boxing right now, so promotional
and Jamaican.
He
travels there.
Regularly. Yeah, he
great
set up
human
camps.
being. Great human being. Honestly. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to watch this fight October 8th. For us who is in Saudi Arabia right now, we can watch it because all these fights are happening in the U.S. and. The big fights that happens in the U.S. It's like morning time for us at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but we're diehard fans.
Yeah,
we'll wake up.
We'll wake up for that.
We'll pray our morning prayers and we'll wake up for it.
Yes, absolutely. But the thing is, a lot of people can't watch it because they're there at work. But it's great for us who's in the subcontinent of Europe or the Middle East. So we can watch it. It's gonna be around 10, 11 o'clock.
Well, Ollie, Coach, let me ask you something. I mean, for those who don't have, let's just say, a particular streamline to follow, are there any applications that they can download that is actually prevalent in Saudi Arabia where they can actually watch these fights, like the DAZN applications or PBC or Showtime? What can they do to watch these fights?
Well, there are applications, and maybe they have to, it's difficult, maybe they have to, download a VPN and then they have to pay the zone and watch the fight.
I mean that's what we're aiming for. We're trying to aim for more subscribers, correct?
Yes.
We're trying to tell them, well, if you do this particular step and download this particular application and register and pay. So it's all about basically downloading the legal apps, making the necessary payments, having subscription for months to watch these fights clearly with great quality and enjoying them at your own preferred convenient time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and we'll speak soon. God bless.
Likewise. God bless.